Well, I'm joined tonight by Milton Keynes' Vince McCauley. Vince, great to have you with us. We're at Loughborough University. It's not where Leicester normally play their home games, but in the week that they celebrated their 45th anniversary as a club, it is where they played their first ever home game, just a few hundred yards away at Victory Hall. They've been using Victory Hall as a coaching clinic today, got the kids in there teaching the next generation. And I've also dug through my old archives and found an old basketball magazine from 1967 with the original match report. It just shows you some of the history of this club.
Absolutely, 1967, it's fantastic. I can feel it already, Dan. I can see all those ghosts of Leicester players, Lonnie Leggett and McGee, and former coaches Billy Mims and Bob Donegal. It's great that we're celebrating Leicester's history, proud history, with a great playoff game.
Yeah, it is. But the interesting thing about it is it not being their home game. Is it an away game even though they've got all their home fans?
Well, you know, it's interesting. There was a lot of battle for home advantage, and all of a sudden we're here and we're not at the John Sansford where Brad Wisbicki likes to hit those three-pointers and nobody else can. But actually, what I really think is it's bringing out the character of Leicester basketball. I think what's going to happen here is the crowd are going to go nuts. They're going to really appreciate what the team have done for them this season and roar on to victory, I think.
Yeah, it's certainly filling up behind us, and they can get a few more people in here than they could at John Sanford, so it might be even louder.
Well, it's definitely going to be louder. I could feel it coming up into the building, people queuing up all the way around the building. They've done a terrific job in filling the place up. And I think, obviously, the last time Leicester won a championship, I believe, they were playing here.
Yeah, they certainly were. Back in 2001, they went all the way to the playoff final and won the coveted silver and gold basketball. Before we get too carried away, let's have a look at some of the first leg action from the BBL playoffs.
We've talked about the history of this club. Nobody has won as a coach more games than Rob Paternostre. He has been absolutely unbelievable in 4 years. He's wiped out virtually every record in the Leicester Riders book.
Well, you know, Rob was always a passionate player. You know, he had a purpose for playing his basketball, and he likes that in his team as well.
And they've certainly been fun to watch as well. And I think the crowd is testament to that. Babalola can convert. Riders with boards. Hardy bouncing it inside to Royster, back out to Hardy. Oh, he had Sherlock for a moment but missed him. Hardy going to show his range from three-point line. Oh my goodness! And even Hardy's hitting from behind the arm.
Who hasn't hit a three yet? Who hasn't hit a three yet, Dan?
With a smile on his face as he crosses the halfway line. But he always has a smile on his face. Wisbicki down to Royster. Back out to Wisbicki. Driving through, fires up, doesn't quite go.
Ryan Patton
gets it back to Anderson. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Patton gets it back, drives in, throws out to Reinking. Reinking at the foul line, under pressure, doesn't quite go. Anderson fighting for the rebound, but Hardy pulls it in, and we're on triple-double watch for Aaron Hardy. That's rebound number 9. He has 7 assists. He's already passed the point with 14 points. Inside to Royster. Royster going to work off the glass.
Yes, what Coach Paternostre is doing is using these dead minutes, if you like, to get Royster's groove going on. He's going to need that against some of the teams who have some true big men that he's going to have to battle against next week.
Well, we said they might play Worcester if they can beat the Jets. And, of course, Richie Gordon had a beast of a game against the Riders a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Royster pulls in the rebound.
And of course, if it's the Rocks, then it'll be the Man Mountain that DeAndre Cranston.
Or Paul Williams of Plymouth. So pick your poison as Hardy goes to the front row.
That's right.
Stolen away by Hardy. Gets it to Wisbicki.
Is that an assist?
It is an assist for Aaron Hardy, his 8th. So he needs 1 rebound and 2 assists. Or another 6 steals.
I was just going to say, he took a steal to set that up, so you never know which way around he's going to get it in. I don't want to even look at the block shot statistics.
That's another one for Royster. His 3rd block of the game, I think.
It's a block party. Hardy's waving his arms for someone to see him.
Sullivan, tipped by Royster, doesn't quite go. And that will be a 24 here, 16 in Sheffield. Oh, Williams hits one from behind the arm. And that is the 11th three-pointer that Riders have made in 21 attempts.
Yeah, so obviously practicing here was key in terms of making sure they got a feel for the baskets, and they certainly did. Good check. Probably the last Sheffield Sharks basket of the season.
Sheffield with only 3 mates from behind the arc. Riders fans on their feet trying to roar their team home. Through to the semi-finals for only the second time in club history. And they are all on their feet here at Loughborough. Tuck with the jam. But with 9 seconds to go, it doesn't matter. The Riders will run time down and they will go through to the BDL Championship Playoff semi-finals. And they've been pretty dominant in this tie right from the opening tip of the first leg, Vince.
Absolutely. Rob Paternostro is going to be pleased with the effort of his team. They came here with a mission, as they have had, as I say, over the last 2 months, to try and get themselves to a championship final. They've done everything they needed to do and destroyed this Sheffield Sharks team.
They won by 16 in Sheffield. They've won by 25 here in Loughborough. This tie was never in doubt. It's finished. Leicester Riders 90, Sheffield Sharks 65.